So we're going to be getting into Sexxy Red. What I am going to talk about with her is recent comments that she made in regards, I'm sure that you already know by now, 45, President Trump. So she was on a podcast and she made some comments about President Trump, really favoring President Trump and giving him props for all that he supposedly did for people and for Black people. So let's talk about these comments that she made. This is what she was quoted saying. Yeah, they support Trump in the hood. At first, I didn't think people was effing with him. They thought he was racist, saying little shit against women. But once he started getting Black people out of jail and giving people that free money, oh, baby, we love Trump. We need him back in office. We need him back because, baby, them checks, them stimulus checks, Trump, we miss you. And the reason why I want to talk about the comments that Sexxy Red made is because she does have a lot of influence with the younger generation. A lot of young people my age and younger listen to her, and they might look at her as a role model and take what she says to be facts. Like if Sexxy Red is saying that Trump was for Black people and she think he should be back in office, then maybe I should too. Like maybe I'm going to support Trump. So it's important to talk about these things and to really get to the real truth, because what she said is it's not really a lot of facts in her comments. Let's talk about, as Angela Rye did, the point about President Trump getting Black people out of jail. In Angela Rye's video, she brought up a good point, something that I did not know. And what she said was, out of all of the people who requested clemency, commutations, or pardons, Donald Trump was a president who granted the least amount of pardons since 1945. So that kind of debunks that point that Sexxy Red said about getting a whole bunch of Black people out of jail. It may seem like that's what he did because we know he got out Kodak Black and Lil Wayne, and you know, those are y'all favorite rappers. So it could be like, okay, Trump getting the guys out of jail when, like, dare I say, normal people, he was not getting them out of jail. He was a president that granted the least amount of pardons. She also said on that point about getting black people out of jail, do we remember the Central Park Five who were recently exonerated? If you don't know who that is, go research the Central Park Five. But for those that do know, Trump, before they were exonerated, Donald Trump called for the death penalty for the Central Park Five. So what's all of this about Trump getting Black people out of jail? Like, yeah, no. Then Angela Rye talked about the part of what Sexxy Red about Donald Trump giving us them checks. He was giving us money and baby, we need them checks. I feel like the main check she was talking about, aside from the stimulus checks, was the PPP loans that a lot of people were getting fraudulently. So that's not really free money, like you were getting it fraudulently. And what I've heard, there's been a lot of different branches of government and different offices that have been created to catch those people who are getting PPP loans fraudulently, because those PPP loans were created for small businesses that really needed them, who had workers. So if you were out here getting them and you didn't have any employees, if you didn't have any businesses, shame on you.